Welcome to Working Man Wisdom, episode 19. You don't have to be a machine. Ever feel like you're more machine than man? You clock in, do the job, stay quiet, push through, clock out, go home, eat, sleep, repeat. It's like the only thing that matters is your output, not your feelings, not your health, just your productivity. But here's the truth most of us never say out loud. You're not a machine. And you were never meant to be a machine. I'll never forget a stretch I went through a few years back. I worked every single day starting on Thanksgiving Day. Yes, the place I worked for was open all day on Thanksgiving Day. And I worked shifts every day, running until the evening of December 24th. I clocked out at 10 p.m. We were doing 10-hour minimum days. And since I was a salaried employee, I made no overtime. I just made my straight 40 hours per week. The company did give us Christmas Day off, but then I was right back at it on the 26th, and I worked the same way until New Year's Eve when I clocked out at about 10 o'clock at night. So, that was tough. That's more than a month of being on the grind, day after day after day. I had no time to recharge, no space to reflect, just go and go and go. But looking back, I should have spoken up and talked to management. Something like, hey boss, I need a day off, just one day to recharge my batteries a little. What do you think? But I didn't do that because I had obligations and I was younger. I didn't want to rock the boat. Hindsight's always 20/20. And in reflection, I should have spoken up. I should have taken a day or maybe even two off in those stretches. With age comes wisdom, and that's where I'm at now. Wisdom. I'm older. I'm knocking on the door of retirement. That's why I'm doing this channel, so that maybe I can impart some of the life lessons I've learned through my life to folks like you, folks I've never met that maybe I can help. So back to the episode, and did that paycheck clear? Of course it did. But a little piece of me got lost in that stretch also. Here's the thing. Machines never get tired. They don't miss their kids. They don't break down from stress or carry guilt for never being home. But you do. And that's not a weakness. That's being human. Anne Lamont said almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. And she's not wrong. Unplug yourself. But you know what? We live in a world that rewards the grind. You're told, push through, be fast, don't feel, don't stop. Until one day you wake up and realize you've been so busy surviving, you forgot how to live. That's why you've got to protect what makes you, you. Your humor, your relationships, your peace of mind, and that's P-E-A-C-E, peace, that calming peace of mind. Your soul, because your job might pay the bills, but it can't define your worth, and it sure as hell doesn't own your spirit. It's time to take some of your life back. It's time to maximize what little time you do have. You will have little snippets of time throughout the day. Even if it's 10 minutes in the morning, sit with a cup of coffee, maybe before your house wakes up, before you go to work. Sit outside on your porch, your patio, your driveway. It might be dinner with wife and the kids. It might be just sitting on the porch in silence after the shift in total darkness. You've just worked a 10 or a 12-hour day and you just want to sit there maybe with a beverage and relax. Because when all you do is grind, eventually the machine breaks. Hillary Clinton said, "Don't confuse having a career with having a life." So no, you don't need to be a machine. You don't have to be the toughest, fastest, most efficient cog in the system. You just have to be real. And trust me, that's more powerful than any machine could ever be. When it comes to work, sure, do the best job you can. Bust your butt every day when you get there. Do what you need to do to provide for your family. But remember, take some time for yourself. Make some time for yourself. Because if you don't do it, no one else will. I hope this message helped you today a little bit. I could talk about this literally. I could talk about this stuff all day long. I could have episodes that are 25, 30 minutes. But I try to keep these messages short, 4 to 6 minutes, maybe. And I do it because I'm hoping it's something that, you can keep and replay throughout the day, maybe on your morning break, your lunch break, your afternoon break, whatever. But I just want you all to know you're not alone. There are other people out there just like you. I'm trying to build a community of people just like you so we can rely on one another. We can lean on one another. Please hit the subscribe button. Comment on this episode. Comment on what drives you. Comment on your work life. And hit the bell so that tomorrow you know when the next episode drops. So until tomorrow, remember, you matter. Take care.